There we go. Now it should be the right thing. Alrighty. Let us continue. Or, no, wait. I haven't actually started. Right. Before we get started, tell us your name. Oh dear. I don't want it to be super memey, but at the same time. Let's see. How about, we'll name him, Uke-kun. Yes, that sounds good to me. Oh. Oh no. The loading screen. I kind of want that for my stream. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. I'm a student? This is already too real to life. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in this moment forever. Ah, or you could wake up now. Now, now, now! Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. That is loud. There we go. Let's, that noise. Ah, please, please, throw the clock out the window and stay in bed forever. That one. Absolutely. Holy shit, what? Wow, okay. You slept through the school year and gave up on the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to meet Colonel Sanders. Oh, hello, thank you for the follow. Oh my god. What the hell? Oh, that was amazing. Let's try that again. I wasn't expecting an immediate game over. Happy Valentine's Day, by the way, Old Man Silver. Okay, so let's try this again. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window. Yes, world peaceful and serene. This noise again, please. Smack the clock up and at him. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. You need to take this seriously, or you allow yourself to daydream a bit, thinking about the future. Can I daydream about Colonel Sanders? It's here, finally! Your first day of culinary school. So many dishes to prepare, so many students to meet. Hey, there's even like little hearts on there. It's like thematic. Your mind is swimming with possibilities when you realize you're running late. You grab a biscuit and burst out the door in a hurry. Also, I just noticed the chicken poster. Oh my god! Thanks for the raid, Griff! I appreciate it! Happy Valentine's Day! Mmm, delicious. Just what you need to wake up those taste buds. Yikes, you're in such a hurry, in fact, that you forgot to put on any deodorant before running out the door. You're sweating buckets as you rush to arrive on time. Uh-oh. Are you gonna romance Colonel Sanders with me? I love this poster. This poster makes me very happy. Also, I'm pretty sure this is BTS. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. Oh, she's so cute. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Chicken Raid! Bak, 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 bak. Good morning, Uke-kun. Yeah, you guys were here for that part. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Oh, we need to give her a better voice than that. We need to give her something cuter. Actually, because I sure am excited, a little nervous. Oh, okay, a lot nervous. What the... It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam. Raised by her master chef parents, she always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're gonna do great. But with University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3D only semester... What the hell? Okay. I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. I mean, that's fair. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic, but 3-day semesters is kind of a big deal. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. What? What? Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? Oh my god, what in the hell? Pep talk your best friend or change the subject to school. Okay, apparently we've known her forever. She seems like she needs it. We're gonna pep. Oh, but I want to know the hot goss. Oh, this is hard. It's a crazy game. Yeah, I can already tell, and I'm so down for it. Okay, we're still gonna pep talk her. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know she looked spooky, but she was so sweet, and she told that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower? That's a bad card. And the other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? I've been waiting so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. And I'm sure you will soon. In no time, we'll be graduating, and you'll be delighting in a world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. Give me 2 seconds. My own drumstick is screaming. Luke, are you trying to say hello to chat? Are you trying to say hello to chat, Mr. Bird? Come here. Come hither. Come hither. Thank you. Oh, gosh. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves beginning to ease. Good. 3 days, yeah. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. You know what? Fucking go off, girl. Can you believe I cut them myself? Uh-huh. Sure can. This narrator is me. You can definitely believe it. I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you are rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom-engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Hey! It's Ashley, your arch-rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. Oh, we need to give her a sexy girl voice. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave Uke-kun's shins alone. They are perfectly normal shins. Ugh. You can't stand Ashley, especially with the way she spells her name. Oh, even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone else. Why? Oh, I love it. If anyone here's know what perfect shins look like, it's us. We're not gonna let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man. Stop to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rocking glutes. Van. You ring. Oh my god, he looks like a JoJo character. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have just been as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. I can't believe that University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I mean, it's only 3 days. I know, right? You'd think they'd just hand us our diplomas now. Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. Yeah, I know, doesn't he, old man? With the first days of school about to start, there's no time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. Psh, see you later, losers. Oh no, it's a Kusogaki. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Oh no, his name is Pop. Oh, we're gonna make him real nasally, guys. Are you ready for the most annoying voice in existence?
I think it's broken.
You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick.
I love you.
I think you mean thank you?
My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old.
Could someone like this also be a student at this school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Hi, Pop. I'm Uke-kun. So, are you gonna make me hold the door all day?
Nope.
And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you.
Is it just me or is he kind of cute?
I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. There are so many characters. I really hope. I swear to God, I thought this was Nicolas Cage for a second. I do enjoy the bucket of chicken and the Pythagorean theorem. Obviously, those two things go hand in hand. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. Wait, why is there a... Oh my God, the teacher's a corgi with a spatula! A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium in front of the class. Adorable! His name is Sprinkles? Oh my God, I love everything about this. What the hell? I don't know what voice to give you. No, quiet down, everyone. Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? And also, why does he talk?
You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of USCAL.
Please call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and a little and fluffy, but still demand respect. Woof! What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all of the nuances of fine dining. Hello, cherry blossoms. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom.
I'm chilly. Someone close the window.
And then he walks in. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still.
It's him! It's...
If it isn't my favorite student, Harland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles, sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering, as am I. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweats a Lot. Maybe we should open that window back there before faucet pits melt in a puddle and evaporates entirely.
Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that.
You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is with all of your really weird insults?
Besides, when Uke-kun sweats, it's not gross. It's beautiful. Look at that shimmer.
She's a stan and we love her. There's only one option, and it's to see him standing right in front of us. I love it. Yeah, let's fucking go. You turn to find Colonel Sanders standing right in front of you. Pardon me. Colonel Sanders, beautiful angel that he is, stands before you, smiling gently, his hand outstretched. KFC, you really knew what you were doing with this game. Boy, howdy, this classroom gets hotter than a Kentucky fryer. Please, use my handkerchief. Oh, wait. This is implying that he has an accent. Fucking let's go. You freeze up. Colonel Sanders is talking to you. Wait, Colonel Sanders is talking to you about how sweaty you look? You are completely mortified. This can't be your first interaction. What if he never forgets this moment? How will you respond? Take the handkerchief. Refuse to take the handkerchief. Oh. He's being like a gentleman, though. I don't want to refuse because then maybe I never... See, okay, look. The anime trope, right, is if you take the handkerchief, then at a later time, you get to go, like, search them out, right? You get to search them out and then give the handkerchief back, right? So maybe maybe we take the handkerchief, right? And then we can give it back to him later. And then also he's a Southern gentleman, exactly. So we're going to take the handkerchief, I think. You stretch out your hand and Colonel Sanders places a fine silk handkerchief in it. It's so beautiful. I love the hearts. It's so beautiful you hesitate to press it to your face, but when you do, the feeling is transcendent. It has his natural scent on it. Does it smell like chicken? It smells of the most delicious chicken you've ever smelled. Oh my god. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears. There will be blood. There might even be really adorable tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and complete in the broom cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. He's getting a normal voice. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on a fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in this school with you as my teacher. I mean, that does not say a whole lot, though. That's, 6 days? Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. Oh my god, there is a picture. Oh no, he's a robot. Oh. Is he an oven? He looks like he's either an oven or like a fridge or something. I am not sure, but oh, I love his little dial eye and his little pressure eye. They're so cute. Aww. The class bursts into laughter. Oh, hey, look at his little face. Oh my god. Oh my god, he looks... Oh, I think I love him. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkles walks into the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. I smell like chicken now. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkle's reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try to butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket, but what kind? No, a treat, not a frickin' toy. Okay. Beef or chicken? I don't know if this has any bearing on if we get to hang out with Colonel Sanders, but I feel like, and I could be wrong here, chat, but I feel like the obvious answer is the chicken snack, right? Like, I can't... Obviously, rubber ball is good, but that's a toy. And beef treat could also be good, but this is a game about the traditional and lovable art of chicken. So, like, I feel like chicken is a good answer here. What do we think? What do we think, chat? Are we going for beef or are we going for chicken? Because I'm nixing rubber ball. Also, this music freaking slaps. KFC sponsoring this, or like making this, was the best decision ever. Chimkin? That's what I thought. Hell yeah. You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite! Oh, hey, nice. Well, well, well. I think there may be some competition for a new star student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they want to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Do you count rubber ball as a dog treat flavor? Also, why do we need the map of the world? And also, statistical graphs. Okay, actually, the statistical graphs might make sense. Also, it's apparently 12:20 in the afternoon, which is incorrect now, but settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only two options remain. There better be one next to Colonel Sanders. Damn straight. Oh no, I have to choose.
Hey, Uke-kun, there's still a seat here.
It seems that no one has claimed this seat next to me if you're interested. I ain't out here to date my childhood best friend, okay? I'm down to bone down with 11 herbs and spices. Sit by Colonel Sanders. You move to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Thanks for offering me the seat. I've only had 2 rules. Do all you can, and do it to the best you can. It's the only way you'll ever get that feeling of accomplishing something. That's so inspiring. A little off topic, if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you settle into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz. Right, 3-day college, I forgot.
Yay! A quiz about me!
This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you're ready for a life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, it was made by KFC, Silver. It was made by KFC. Officially made and licensed by KFC. And train B is traveling to point A. How important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely, looking at you, Pop. That's right. Forest is to tree, as chicken is to night vision goggles? Feather? That's right. What's the most efficient eating utensil ever created? A comically oversized fork. A meat tenderizer. We're gonna say a spork because that's what KFC gives out with all its food. That's right. I also really love KFC, so this works out. What food is best for a broken heart? Anything, as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. That is a lie. Camel meat. Oh. Someone's got expensive taste. And a pancake that looks like a silly face. You know, this is a very good way to someone's heart, especially on Valentine's. I love a meat tenderizer. Yes, it's the most efficient way to eat. For a broken heart, probably love. That's right. Is Sprinkles a good boy? Obviously. Your total score is perfect. 5 out of 5. Wow, be honest, did you cheat? I did not, actually. You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. I know we just met, but I have to confess, I think you have a beautiful brain. Hot diggity, Uke-kun. You just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! That is a very important announcement. Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. Yes. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters.
Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good.
Everyone, can I have your attention? No.
Isn't it about lunch?
No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was... Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Yes, thank you. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But Shh.
Lunch, lunch, lunch.
She said shh. In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch.
That must be the smell I smelled.
Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Ooh, it's even steaming. Piled higher, huge pieces of chicken breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders' head's filled a bucket with chicken. What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble, as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I've been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. I hope you tell me that later in private, Mr. Sanders. I never knew KFC and Colonel Sanders cared about love. I know, right? You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. What? You think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Pshaw! Nah, my dude. Nah. I'm just drafting a last will and testament in case one of those ingredients is poison. Got him. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what zinger Ashley is prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Oh, please. Well, Van the man, if you don't want any. I'll take his. Whoa, hold on. I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he... What the fuck is that face, Van? I see we have gone Super Saiyan. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Oh, this is the trying not to nut face. I understand now. Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. I mean, fair. I love KFC. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Focus on your mind and meditate on this moment. Try to identify every flavor. Savor the moment and everything it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. Swim towards the light. Do I die if this happens? They always tell you not to go towards the... We're gonna find out if we die today, chat. Somewhere up ahead, a bright light beckons you. The flavors are so intense you become wrapped up in them. Unable to resist, you reach towards the light. It grabs your hand and pulls you closer. Closer. Until your fingertips connects with the ends of everything. You are forever lost in the land of tender fried chicken bliss. Your mind dissolves. There is no Uke-kun now. There is only herbs and spices. Though Miriam tries to revive you, she cannot. Game over. Ah, I do die. Damn it. Damn it. Obviously try again. Wait, does it start me all the way at the beginning? I really hope it doesn't start me all the way at the beginning. Oh, okay. Thank God. Okay. So we're gonna fast forward a bit. Yes, your chicken is delicious, and so are you. I do love all of these faces. Van makes really fun faces. Okay, so we've died. Literally, our mind melted from how awesome the chicken is. So how about we savor the moment and everything it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy! Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man? For a flavor? Are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders, but Ashley, that stupid, horny bitch, is probably near him. You approach Colonel Sanders. Oh, okay, never mind. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef? What exactly was on that chicken? Oh, no, he was sweating. He doesn't want you to know. How bold of you to come and ask. It's not... He has a staff? Oh my god, he has a chicken staff. He's the chicken wizard, guys. We should have known. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that'll make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester's only getting started, even though it's already a third of the way done. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. Also, look at... He's like, look, I'm not an easy date, okay? Like, them eyebrows, they tell you all you need to know. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? You got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I'll use expletive deleted. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Expletive deleted? Wow! You'd have never guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to go look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, staring at the quad. Or standing in the quad, my bad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. I mean, we were just talking. Why did you wander off, you big dingus? Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated in 2 whole days. Sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Neg him? KFC, why do you know such bad words? Neg him to show your own strength. No, we're not going to neg Colonel Sanders. I mean, unless he's into that. But, like, we don't know if he is or not. Wow him with a big idea to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. Be modest but thoughtful. I feel like... Again, chat, I could be wrong here, right? But I feel like a southern gentleman, such as Colonel Sanders, would probably like the idea of someone who is modest and doesn't rub it in people's faces or neg you. But perhaps... See, he's come up with normal chicken, right? Maybe. No, then it's gonna come off like... It's gonna come off like I'm, like, berating his chicken, I think, if I add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. Unless it's talking about spicy chicken. I am really overthinking this. You know what? The worst you can do is not be happy, right? You know, about that, I was thinking about your secret recipe. I don't doubt it. It has a way of leaving an impression on all who taste it. You decide to show him that you also know a thing or two about blowing minds with new flavors. I actually had some thoughts on how you can improve it. Improve it? You want to change my secret recipe and you think you can do better? Fuck! No. Have you ever heard of habanero peppers? Heard of them? I tend to an entire garden of chili pepper varieties. Habanero, poblano, cayenne. But that's not the point. You can't just toss new ingredients into my secret recipe and expect to improve it. A recipe is about balance. It involves careful consideration and refinement. I didn't mean to let this be the last time you improvise on my recipes, Uke-kun. I'm heading back to class for the next lesson. Damn it! See, I was right. I was right about it. How dare I attempt to improve on greatness? You'd better head back inside, but you wait a moment so that Colonel Sanders doesn't think you're desperately chasing after him. You know, that is fair after that display. Ooh. This looks like something out of, not Hell's Kitchen. What's that TV show? I can't remember. You step into the massive cooking area where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need.
Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no, we have to show our stuff. What if I totally blew it?
You're not gonna blow anything, except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're gonna earn with your signature. Adorable tiny foods. Iron Chef, yes, that's the one I'm looking for. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Yay! Hi, Nebby! Thank you for coming with me, or coming over here to watch me, you know, romance Colonel Sanders. Have fun doing art. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? As a team of two, that is. Me and you, if that wasn't clear. Oh, is he going to be any number of the other head-to-head shows? Hey, yeah, that's true. Oh, are you calling Colonel Sanders a monster? I mean, to be fair, he was a very prolific colonel. Want to be my partner? I really... Oh, thank God he wasn't upset that I tried to improve his recipe. Sure, Uke-kun. I'll prepare our station. Oh, Monster Prom! Ooh! Let me know if you ever have a room. I love Monster Prom. I will totally play with you. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice. Oh, she's pouting. Look, I'm trying to get laid, Miriam. Don't cock block me, please.
Hello, new partner. Oh, but you get to partner with the robot. Beep boop. Bzzz. Oh my, two potential partners? I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose.
I might have a 4-stack on Sundays, but we can always... Hell yeah! It doesn't even have to be on stream. I'm just totally down to play Monster Prom with you. It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Yep, I'm sorry, Miriam. That is the way it works. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? The adorable-ass robot, obviously. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today.
It's okay, I already ate.
It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He should. He's so cute. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Warp, warp, warp.
Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet.
Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Bzzz. Oh, look at his little face. Oh my God, I love him so much. He's so cute.
Tissue? I hardly know
you. Okay, Miriam. Clank judders and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of infection. Looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. I'm gonna disappear for just a second. I'll be right back. I just gotta, bio break. I'll be right back, guys. There we go. I have returned. Alright. Oh, we should probably make it so you guys can see the thing, right? That way you can actually enjoy the game. That's the way that works. Alright, you two. For today's lesson, we are going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and dive into the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. It does not take 2 flints to make a fire. I'm also going to... Yeah. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy and you don't need to cook it. Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. No, 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 no. To impress such a gentleman, you have to make only the best mashed potatoes and gravy. Also, mashed potatoes and gravy, literally the best food in existence. Oh, see, I got hearts. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes? And gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes! No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? Yes, actually. We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business, and you'd better keep your fingers off my man. No. I claimed all these 11 herbs and spices first, all right? You get your grubby little hands off my finger-licking man. Did someone call for me? No, geez, why does he have rock music all of a sudden? While I'm over here crushing Uke-kun's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes and frickin' rock music. He tosses them into the boiling water and turns his attentions to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley, Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looks like Uke-kun was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was gonna say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Doubt it. Where the hell did the rock music come from? Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. Ooh, that sounds good. I've never tried that, Griff. I might have to. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But, Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned herself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together, like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for the Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks, in your time of need. Turn to Miriam, your forever bestie who has always had your back. Look, I suggested mashed potatoes. If he does not back me up, this is a problem. Also, he is a gentleman. I'm here to learn and express myself via my cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect that format, okay? You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I chose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me. Isn't that right? A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on Uke-kun as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Uke-kun's natural talent or their loyalty. Haha, cry bitch, cry. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. I feel like that's like from Undertale. You are filled with determination. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he is nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed and boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which he pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Nearly finished? Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The result looks spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Colonel Sanders holds out a spork to you. You reach out and grab a hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. Sometime you'll have to do the best friend playthrough. I will! Not right now, but I will. I only have so much time today. The two of you stand there holding the same spork, and for the small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up when you see Ashley with a sinister look. You know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Fucking slay. Van, do something! Do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Yeah, be blown away by my mashed potatoes, Van. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold it right there, Uke-kun. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you're both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. I would pay to see Colonel Sanders licking mashed potatoes off of a tile floor.
Can I have potatoes, face?
Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes and gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes I prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my speciality, braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce. Plated on a battle axe forged by my supreme chef ancestors. How does the food not fall through that? You've ignored me for too long. This ends now. It is I will have the first bite, and you will all look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't. Something about that dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The result could be toxic. Too late. It has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I love this man's expressions. I love him. He's dumb, and I love him. I don't feel so good. It killed him! Oh my god, he's a ghost! Oh my god! I guess you're never coming back to school, my dude, or you're stuck here like a Hogwarts ghost. Everyone step back, don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. Oh, well, we got another ghost. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Oh. Oopsie. Tastes like poison. The entire class is gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. Oops, there goes Rabbity. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. That goddamn... he is an immortal son of a bitch. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. You only have to work for 3 days, my dude. Ghost of student. Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here. Saying that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all of his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What, like for real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room, ignoring the new ghost that the school has acquired. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me of why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Okay, no worries, Griff. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him on the first day of class. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Uke-kun. There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. Oh, hello, Mama Griff. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I've been working towards that dream. Day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, you... Shut up! I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of this story. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him, or talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. The spork monster is here to fight a hero. Wait. The spork monster is here to fight a hero. What the fuck is this thing? Oh, you're gonna take off running in like 0.3 seconds, aren't you? I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level? Is he gonna... He's gonna break out like kung fu moves, isn't he? Be afraid. Be afraid. Be very afraid of me because I'm a monster, see? Is he rhyming on purpose? Or just... Is that just a coincidence? I don't know how KFC writers captured my thought process so succinctly, but they fucking have. But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. Alrighty, what will you do? Oh my god. I'm gonna head out, finish cooking dinner. Oh, thank you. I hope you have a good one. Thanks again for the follow. I appreciate you. Hope to see you again soon. Let's attack, I guess. You decide to go on the attack. Also, enjoy dinner. Which attack will you use? Cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. It just got real. That attack really upset Spork Monster. He looks like he's made out of like mashed potatoes. And it looks like his spit is gravy. Is Colonel Sanders gonna do something gross and like eat him or something? The Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. Let's defend. You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Trepidation. You continue to stay back and endure whatever comes your way. Seems like a pretty weird strategy, but okay, sure, you do you. Hey, don't fucking neg me for wanting to be defensive, you asshole. Spork Monster focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. Okay. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? Attack. Cook with love. Does 1 damage. Spork Monsters, no quitter, buffed up and ready to rumble. They go on the attack once again. Utilitensel. You take 2 damage. Oof. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. I'll defend, I guess. Buff up, please. No one can control this much buffness. You start to feel bloated and, quite frankly, a little gassy. You'd better attack sooner. You're likely to explode. You decide to go on the attack. Chow down. I knew it. A powerful blow. Spork Monster is oozing... Oh, God. Cheese sauce onto the lawn. I wonder who's going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for its ultimate attack. Rounded edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Oh my god, I'm just picturing, like, what happens when you, Like when you attack a cuckoo in Legend of Zelda, I just, pop, pop, power pinch. Oh, his shirt's open. Does 10 damage. Spork monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured spork monster spews steam into the night. Forget mercy, finish him. Spare this wretched beast. Nope, forget mercy, finish him. No student will ever walk in this quad in fear again. This monster messed with the wrong chef. Attack. You ready your final attack. You'll never survive my student debt loan destruction. Oh my god. Also, how much student debt do you get in for going to a college for 3 days? But you know what? Whatever. Does 10 damage. Spork monster is completely vaporized. Colonel Sanders looks on in awe. You continue to surprise me, Uke-kun. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book. Oh god, evil chicken. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko. Borko, that name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over ears. You're tucked in tightly. Oh, what a gentleman. Good night, my colonel. Oh no, it's the realm that killed us last time. Also, you know, I'm just noticing, right, that this is in the way. Let's move you up here. There we go. Oh no, the game. We have to go back to the game. Also in your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love dreams are weird. Oh my god. Oh, it's a ghost on a drumstick. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. Also, it's because my name is Uke-kun, which means he knows he's going to be the top. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be... please tell me you're in love with the robot. I think I might like Clank. Thank you. Thank you for validating me. Also, if I had chose Pop, would that have meant that she was... Ew, I'm so glad I chose Clank. Like him? Like? I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We're going to go talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? This does not surprise me. No, but that does make complete sense. Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to. And he was also the convertible that made himself and was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. Oh, so he transformed himself into a convertible. I'm thinking that maybe something got lost in the pressure cooker language translation there. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy like I am with Colonel Sanders. I'm going so slow. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, you're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. Sure you did. You're great. Why would he be into you, I guess? Or why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? I almost made my best friend a jerk. Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. I'm not telling you, bitch. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Oh, no. Miriam, did you snort cocaine? This would explain your general demeanor, but, Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices. Ma'am, I think that you may have fallen in with the wrong crowd. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe, and besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone. Fubber. Please, 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 it would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders. What do? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? Look, I'm trying to get laid on Valentine's Day. I'm not telling you. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know. How about... It was Eye of Newt. It sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do? Eye of Newt. Wow. Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. It's Colonel... Oh my god. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school on a horse with a chicken-patterned saddle. Oh my god. Stand back and admire his majestic glory or run to him. I'm going to stand back and admire his majestic glory. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. It is amazing. If you give it a lick, I bet it tastes just like raisins. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. Did he tame a horse first thing in the morning? You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseyful beaut you have. I mean, what a horseyful beaut you have. Dang it, that's what I just said. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Oh, Uke-kun just gets really nervous around people they like. What? This is not helping. I mean, they got food poisoning and were up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink and a smile as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, who are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad? You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? Tell them to stop acting immature. Act like you're not interested, but really try and get a closer look. Do I want to be nosy, chat? Do I want to be a nosy beaver? Or do I not give a crap about them? How do we feel? Do it. Do it. Also, hi. You sit near the rivals but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van muttering something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try to cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's timed for class and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ate you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what it was that they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't been studying the book. They just got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. We're playing. Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep, beep. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. I love him. He's so cute. Poor little guy. His little mouth is all sad. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Fucking go, Clank. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Happy Valentine's Day! Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that of normal. He's a professor, but he is also a dog. Also, does his podium come with him? He is always on it. Does it have wheels? How does he operate it? I need to know. These are the real questions. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to this lesson. Truly, you do. But the narrator's bird keeps screaming in the background, and it's very distracting. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but dream of Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Uke-kun? Naturally, this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? Give me a moment. I'm going to go put the bird in the shower. Which is an odd statement for people who do not own birds. But for me, it is a very common statement. So I'll be right back. There we go. What item do you want to sample? Let's do a shimmering pepper. A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. Also, by the way, I'm back. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. Is Colonel Sanders going to help me cool down? The pepper, oh no, it's the realm-killing area. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend. Ooh. This guy again? Also, what is he doing here? I'm here to give you an important message. Ooh. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... Please tell me he gets interrupted. I was saying, to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... Sorry, I think I still got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine, I'll work through... to fulfill... the prophecy... you must... You feel yourself beginning to regain consciousness. I love this man. Oh, man, you hear from the distance. You come to and find everyone staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. What? Why would you let me sample it? You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention.
We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you. Someday. Come on, it's time for lunch.
Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim, and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. Demand that they stop wasting everyone's time. Step up and tell them you're on. Obviously, I'm going to stomp them into the dirt. What do you take me for? A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set up my lunch down on it, then so be it. I like it. I'm not the fool. You're the fool. Fool. Hello, Colonel Sanders. Oh, you liked that, did you? Good one, Van. I like your gumption, Uke-kun. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer. What the fuck? Just then a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, timer ready. That's what I'm talking about. Oh! I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now it's my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. You had this chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you're feeling like you can really impress them here again. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast, if the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. Oh shit. What temperature does water boil at? 100 degrees, Fahrenheit. Fuck! That's wrong. What were you thinking, Uke-kun? Get your head in the game. I'm sorry. You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. It's 11. That's right. You might not know all of the ingredients. There's actually a timer, but at least you're heading in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies. Now that you've gotten some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most favor? Gratitude? That's right. You must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You'd better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you never to forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on this advice and draw energy from that place. Now, what would be a great time to harness energy? So where does it come from? A small town where dreams are born. That's right. This is your shot. You're not going to miss it. What is going on? You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Sizzling. Oh no, it's silence, isn't it? Don't make me get the spray bottle. Next question. You notice Colonel Sanders stand at the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Uke-kun. He's actually cheering you on. Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoonfuls of gravy would it take to fill a What? What were you thinking? You're right back in the competition. I didn't even run out of time. Urgh. You're stranded on a desert island with only one cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk. I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. Sorry, I forgot the question. You and Colonel Sanders walking around the beach. What does that have to do with the crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicately baked biscuits? Woo! Woo! You're barely struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley has already begun plating the elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough in the stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have any hands, but Uke-kun does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand in the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. Uke-kun, no! But you're not fast enough and your hand gets stuck. Immediately it's crushed by the quick spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use your hand for the rest of the match. Why is this so intense? Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. Oh no, he's crying! What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone, stop what you're doing right now. The battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Aw, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No. It wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Uke-kun's injury. Oh, okay, cool. You see you see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Oh, well, because I'm the sweetest, I skip straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Uke-kun to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand? Colonel Sanders pours hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Oh, that's actually kind of cool looking. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquet atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger into the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you. As he places a sauce-covered finger onto his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Internalize the rage you feel. Put yourself between Colonel Sanders and Ashley. I feel like, alright, if we're going with a southern gentleman, right? She's gonna kiss him, and he's gonna be like, no ma'am, not until we're married, and he's gonna like push her away or something. I'm gonna internalize the rage I feel. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, which is only a day and a half, perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried eyebrow, you run for the quad to be alone. Also, what was that face, Colonel Sanders? What was that face that you were showing me? Sorry, cut out there for a second. It seems like the beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and he's decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and the small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. Ugh. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Don't you think I've ever failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you, enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, and motivated. Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way, but I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I haven't failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. They make an ass out of you. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. What about me? I'm literally injured in 2 different places. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world to make up for my past misdeeds. Colonel Sanders, were you also involved with, like, the Colombian mafia smuggling cocaine into the country? Yay! Where the fuck did you come from? Just as your moment grows intimate, you are interrupted by a threatening shadowy presence. Is there another fight? Battle scarred from the night before, you pray for the worst. It's the spork monster. It is the spork monster. What the feck?
Gorko the spork monster is here to fight a hero.
Is anyone else feeling a bit of deja vu? I'm sorry, Gorko, but I could have sworn we already battled you last night.
That was Borko, my twin, and I, Gorko, am here to avenge him.
Are you stronger than Borko?
Well, we're twins, so not really. We're pretty much exactly equal in every way. Why do you ask?
Colonel Sanders smirks. He's already on the same page as you. It's just that we beat Borko pretty easily, so I don't think you have much of a chance. Not to mention I feel really guilty about that. If I could take it back, I would. I think what Uke-kun is saying, can't we just be friends? Life's too short to make enemies.
I suppose we really don't need to fight. It's just that I've got these pointy teeth and claws.
All the better to enjoy tasty foods. Surely you like to eat, don't we all?
Of course I do.
Inspiration strikes you and you come up with a quick idea. Chomp on this! You toss a biscuit into Gorko's open mouth and he devours it in one gulp.
Delicious! You're much nicer than the evil students who once upon a time turned me into this creature who stands here today.
I don't believe it. You were human once?
Well, no, I was a chihuahua, but I was still a student at this school until one day some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed.
A magic spellbook?
Precisely. Borko used to have a copy, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef. You shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there.
It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Oh, sorry, how dare I? How dare I keep his accent from you all? I'm just trying to make sure that the audio's all good. Oopsie. It sounds like some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Uke-kun, together I am sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. A personal invite? You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Oh, he brought me back home. Oh my god, there is a very large chicken statue. Oh my god. That is the Colonel as a baby, and he still has the goatee. And that is him on a camel. Why is in the third picture? He is an old man. That is him as a grown-ass adult in his, like, 60s or 70s. I can see it right there. Also, that looks like a safe, though I'm sure it is not. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. Just a side dish I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. I'm gonna guess it's fucking coleslaw, which I hate. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should we reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret just for you? No, reveal it. You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. I knew it. I hate coleslaw. The shredded cabbage disc glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway. Magnificent. Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until it's just a spoonful remains in the bowl. You mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. It's only going to last like 4 or 5 days, my dude. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy who's going to let it rot in his fridge for the rest of time. Sure, why not? Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room, various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Oh, this game has it all. It's got battles. It's got high intense moments. It's got a glittering chicken. Like, you gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then, the ghost of student pops up. Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window a crack and the ghost of student is swept out with a breeze. Okay, bye student. What's this? Oh, it is a safe. This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment. What number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 111111, the safe opens. Inside it, you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? Yes, it can. Ugh. Alrighty. There he is. The man, the myth, the legend. A baby with a goatee and a beard. Or, well, no, a mustache and a beard and glasses. An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and the mustache combo he sports, you figure this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded. Am I right? I love this so much. This looks like an urn. Oh, I get to click on all of these. The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt. Okay, I wasn't just fucking hallucinating that. Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices. Also, are we ignoring the fact that it looks like he may have time traveled? Oh, this door is open. No, I want to see everything. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks to be a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them. I don't see that. You look closely and see there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. Let's see here. A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of this comb. Upon further inspection, you realize the hair isn't just silvery in color. It's actually made of spun silver? What? No wonder he's rich. His hair is literal silver. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on the corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy? Must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the greatest state of Kentucky." Alrighty, cool. You take a closer look at a large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, it reads the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. Wow. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. The jacket's a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. That's creepy. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Oh god, he's gonna catch me snooping in his... Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks why you're wearing his jacket, which is a reasonable question. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket. You forgot to take it off. You decide that now is your moment and make a big move. You tell him you're cold. You fess up and tell him the truth. Oh, is this our moment? Is this our moment where we confess to Colonel Sanders that we love him? Gonna tell him the truth. You confess. I think I've developed feelings for you. I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Uke-kun? Oh, he's crying. I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence! You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway, hopefully in his bed. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. What the fuck does that mean? Today is the day that could change the rest of your life. Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room with breakfast. Oh, yeah, he's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you the important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence. Such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? Flatter him. You know, I think we might be a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. What? You could fucking kiss him. Ugh. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. It's okay. I was just... But now that it turns out you're fine, I can totally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I'd be partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him you'd better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me, so I said, yeah, sure. I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say skydiving? As if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker? And now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too. Back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection. Wowzers. Miriam tells you to move on from this whole Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school. Fucking pardon you? Aren't you literally trying to fuck a robot? Like, if being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. Fucking judgy ass Miriam. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one, like, right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dipped, too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school. There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You've got some nerve, Uke-kun, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up, ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school, Uke-kun? How's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back to fighting for him this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food's received. That's a lot of words to say it was bland. Excuse me, Uke-kun. I am more than capable for speaking up for myself. I mean, fair.
Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel.
I'm always interested in discussing the art of fine foods. See inside, Uke-kun. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages.
Wow, what is that book? It looks like bad news.
I thought you and I weren't friends anymore. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff.
A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful?
I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open to a page cover with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page. My name is back, and I'm here to say your name is Dad. No, that's Colonel Sanders once I finally get him alone. I could use this spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam.
That is way drastic. Can you do something else? Like anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe
tie a string around your finger. Okay, fine. It is dramatic. But desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you. And a pretty good excuse to try it out. I'm not gonna do it. Why would I want to forget about my man? You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for his students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know, I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you, it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. You must be hungry. Reach out for some old homework to give him a snack. Dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. No, I'm going to give him some homework. You reach into your backpack and grab some homework from last semester you forgot to turn in. Sprinkles immediately goes for it and gobbles the sheet of paper like it's a piece of fresh chicken rawhide. I apologize for my outburst. I know it seems cliche, but not much in this world satisfies like ungraded paper homework. My Uke-kun, were you studying something with cinnamon? I've been sitting on a lecture series around the art of cake baking. How insightful. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Uke-kun, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see... But before he can go on any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into class. Sprinkles is interrupted by whirs and sparks coming from back of the room. Are they making out or are they fighting?
I told you to save it for after class. You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger?
Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises.
But no, you had to show up to your cool kid friends, Jeff and Joan, J and J forever.
Oh no, I figured you were, but we're thirsting after Colonel Sanders in this stream, so it was a required joke that I make.
Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Bzz, bzz. Yeah, well, that doesn't make a great date. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or off a cliff for all I care.
Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. Beep. Bzz.
No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank.
Oh, it's a shoe. Clank burps out a completely deep-fried Snicker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it is not entirely clear where that came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with the shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted by what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam, TM. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul in need of a pep talk. Hey, Miriam, are you okay?
Okay, I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone?
Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace that feeling all the way. You're not gonna saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me. Of course not. Well, maybe, sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. I know, poor Clank. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show you a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog is going to love it up. While you were pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay because you had a better idea on how to spend time before the exam. With the Colonel, you've decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent, and a chance to beat the pants off of Van Fan, the supposed man-man, and his evil counterpart Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of recipe you've been working on, Uke-kun's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes as second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders himself, the Bishi sakura petals and all. Uke-kun, what are you doing here? There's still some time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who's hungry. The last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision is hard to stick to when the ever timer goes off behind you. Ignore it like there's no sound at all. Fess up about your practice dish. We gotta be honest with our man, guys. Even though he has Benjamin Button himself in various ways to be a hot anime dude. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, but you expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all-butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? Nah, I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Can I just use the pot pie that I just had? Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no... Sorry, he was Colonel Sanders for a second. There are no rules. That is, except to cook with everything you've got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus a pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll pull you off the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes, per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe, fried chicken, copyright. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as he levitates through the... what? As it levitates through the air. Egg wash! Miriam furiously injects ingredients into itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend forever blaster! Van Van flexes his pectorals and chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roid! Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula. Even Clank gets in on it. What? He finally spoke words? 5 dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity as it's foretold. We mustn't let that happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? Do it the hard way. This is where it comes back all full circle, guys. Doing it the hard way is sometimes the better way. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm going to do it the hard way. Oh, I accidentally clicked out of the game. There we go. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. Oh, baby. I believe in you, Uke-kun. Miriam notices, too. And I've always believed in you, Uke-kun, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you. Oh, thank you. Miriam, what about yours? Just if you're here cheering, then who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but... Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. Ma'am, we have established that the spices that you use are likely cocaine. Please do not put that in my food. It's the secret ingredient. God damn it, she put cocaine in my food. Oh, thank God. However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get Eye of Newt from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. In his eyes, Steve, the spork monster! Steve? Wait, what happened to Gorko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We spork monsters are many. I think Gorko had the day off. But you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh, hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve, this pork monster, notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscrossed some magical items and accidentally summoned me, eh? Yeah, you guessed it, sort of. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country. You can feel a spork monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like they were probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's that kind of time in monster school that I'd fall asleep during scare tactics class when I woke up. You toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. Obviously we cannot give up and drop out of culinary school, although that would probably be a funny ending. Summon extra power from deep within yourself. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Yes, Uke-kun, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. Shut the fuck up. The power you'd been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing for their entire lives. For this moment, I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power, you can do anything. Except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, dear Uke-kun. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting? If we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union. Time's up, students. With time expired, it's the moment everyone's been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop? Clank? From off-screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. I'm flying. It sounds like it's coming from the broom closet over there. Oh, God. Miriam, would you mind? Inside the closet, you see Pop, hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now! Let me guess, did Van Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad. It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing as he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks, I must say, it's not the worst prank in USCLAL's history, but it's not exactly your book material. Wait a second. Pranks? Pranks. Glank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature whir, beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there is none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish. I made tender udon noodles and savory soup. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Naruto maki I spy afloat this itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime! Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all myself. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. It was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A plus. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Uke-kun, for helping me believe in myself. Van Van, you're up. Now describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard and an axe-hewn urchin seashell topped with caviar. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles.
A bit much, don't you think?
No, a bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woo! Woo! Please be gentle with my cuisine. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Ouch, my tongue! The professor appears to have an allergic reaction to the sting. Oh no! I can't eat this! It keeps poking my tongue! Disqualified. A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could ever make it difficult to eat? Dejected Van Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified? For glamour? Don't discount simplicity. This isn't the last you'll hear of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles generously laps a bowl of milk. I know. Yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student! Ashley, it's time to step up. Now describe your dish. Also, I just noticed that she has on her, leggings, she's got chicken thighs. Or chicken drumsticks.
I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rosewater syrup, topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass.
Yes, chicken tendies coming up. That actually doesn't sound too bad.
Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece.
Don't eat the food at a cooking school?
Got toast in your ears or something, Okay-kun? I told you it's a display piece.
Ashley, I must say it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school.
Yes, which is why I cooked it, and did an extremely good job of cooking it too. I didn't realize we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to College of Eating School for the Hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral.
If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep up her two-faced routine.
You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you!
And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled, by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone.
This isn't the last you've heard of me either!
If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cook, step up together. 2 chefs? What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing an eye to the bowl. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drumroll plays. Just when I thought I'd seen everything in the kitchen, you give me this thing. And completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass. You all get a pass, except for those people that I disqualified because fuck them. Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive that even Van Van and Ashley are drawn back by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how can they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment, to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve the side of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooked arena,
A humble decor seems downright cute and cozy.
DJ Dog is in the house! Ow, ow, ow! You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who could say you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Oh, you know, that's a cute outfit on her, and of course, he is wearing booty shorts. Van Van and Ashley tell everyone they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at this graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was a trick to get you all to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. And now that everyone's together, it's the Spork Monster! He is totally mellowed out.
Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here on, I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster.
Student tries to finish what he has to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Party Monster. Dejected, Student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance but our fucking man? Really? No? Okay. It's Pop. He arrived late to the dance, but apparently for a good reason. Why does he have a crown? Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his head a dirty chef's hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to compete in the final exam or accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. And now we get a new wing on the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such. The music and the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparkling electronic hissing. It's Clink, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What? I actually feel like I knew this whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I have just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out how you are, Clank. Fucking go for it, girl. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear that she's managed to surpass you in that regard. Wow. Okay, well, fuck you too. I understand. Kind of. Humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Howdy, classmates. Oh, he looks nice in like a short sleeve. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it is not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people I go out and buy my chicken. The end? Question mark? No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Uke-kun, what are you doing sitting alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? You look nervous, my good dude. Off the top of my head, I don't know. Spicy musk, tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It is truly my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I'd love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I'll be so glad to spend it with you, Uke-kun. How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. What? Rude! But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Wow, fuck you, Colonel Sanders. Oh, okay, well, he still loves me, so I guess that's fine. Could it be you found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half